Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night to everyone watching. I hope you're doing well. We're gonna be doing the performance comparisons. I've been using Fedora for a bit, and casual gaming without really benchmarking it, it feels really smooth. So I'm wondering how it is side by side with Arch Linux, which is the main OS I use. So that's what we're gonna be doing today. Right now I'm on Cyberpunk, and instead of pre-recording it, I'm gonna do it live so that you guys can actually listen to what I'm saying in the moment. We're going to start on Arch. We're going to do a bunch of games on Arch, and then we're going to do the same games on Fedora. So here we are. We have pretty much all the options cranked to the max. So FSR 4, but in native upscaling. No frame generation, texture quality high. Ray tracing is the only thing where some things are turned off, like path tracing, because I don't see much of a visual difference except for performance being completely hurt, and I'm trying to do something realistic where these are settings I would use. So yeah, as you can see, everything's up to the max. Now we can run the benchmark. Let's do this. And I think I'm just gonna keep the top left overlay on, like just always, because we can see temperatures, we can see RAM usage, we can see GPU VRAM usage, a bunch of things. So 30 frames per second. I mean, it's everything to the max. These are things I wouldn't really actually use in gameplay, right? It's putting the intensive scenes with the ray tracing, and also have a card that doesn't excel in ray tracing, the 7900 XTX. Yes, I could have used the benchmark that I did already when comparing it with Mint, but I like redoing stuff, so here we are. Temperatures are in the 63 degree. I'm in the balanced preset for Arch, as that's what I would usually use. I very rarely use performance mode. Actually, most of the times I use power saver mode because I like to not hear my PC, but right now it's doing pretty well. 70 degrees. It's using our GPU completely, and it's using about 30% to 40% of our CPU, and here are the stuff. So pretty good. I like how it thinks we're on Windows 10 Pro. It's funny. Yeah, not too bad. What about actually playing the game? Now that's the big difference, isn't it? Yes. Yep, the PC's going hard at it. I'm always going to redo the benchmarks, even though I've done them already, because things change constantly, right? New driver updates, new kernel updates. It's constantly changing, so it's never really gonna be the same. So yeah, here we are. Cyberpunk. It's the same settings as we did with the benchmark. Fully maxed out except for path tracing, and we're hitting the 40 frames per second on average, but it's stable on that. If we look up in the sky, then it's super high, but with all the elements here, I mean, hear me out, okay? This is playable for me. It's almost cinematic, you know? It's not as fun as having 60 or up, but it's still doable. But most of the time, if I really want to run ray tracing, which I usually don't, I just end up going to something like maybe performance upscaling, and oh, there we go. 90 frames, 80 frames per second. This is smooth, and not much of a visual difference in terms of textures. FSR 4 is very good for that. Let's move around a bit. Cars going. It's sticking to the 85 range, I would say. But what's important is the FPS, the 1% lows. That's what's important, because the lower the 1% lows are, the more you'll feel stuttering or frames going lower, feeling sluggish, and it's really not that bad right now. That's why I limit my frames usually, because it just helps with that. Me, as long as I'm at 60, I'm perfectly fine. Now, what if I disable ray tracing completely, which is what I usually do? Now, oh, this is smooth. Yeah, I like this a lot. All right, move around a bit more. Ray tracing is nice, though, I will admit. Let's keep that going. Oh, there we go. We're fine. Yep, very smooth, much better than Windows. But I was surprised by how Fedora performed, and I'm going to show you guys that later on. Yes. Bam. And in combat, yeah, obviously it's gonna lower a bit, but that's like that all the time. Can I shoot through this window? Oh yeah, they can. I'm missing all my shots. But, yeah, man. Alright, let's whack them. Oh, and we're dead. Okay. Good enough. I think we can leave. That was fun. What next? Let's do Marvel Rivals, or let's do Marvel Rivals again, because that's the one competitive title that I have been, sorry, it's the one competitive title I actually have been playing, but I want to do some more comparisons today, not just Marvel Rivals and Cyberpunk like last time. Here we go. Instead of using Casio OS Proton, we're using Proton GE because I wanted to see if FSR4 would work with just that command I put with Proton GE, and yeah, it works. So we're good in that sense, which is always fun when things work. My TikTok feed has become very Linux oriented, which I'm happy about, but oh man, the comments I see in there, people outright just lying, saying no games work on Linux, Linux sucks, that kind of stuff. I want to make a video about it. Maybe I should do some short form content, maybe. All right, Marvel Rivals. All right, we're gonna let it preload the global shaders, I guess. It does that every time. I thought I was supposed to only do it once and then never again. All right, let's see what our settings are. So we're gonna do native FSR4, no FPS limits, maximum. Dude, we want the maximum, and in terms of that, it should be all right. Oh my, CPU temps are high, but it's probably because of this right here. Also, instead of just going in the firing range afterwards, I guess I'll play a match. We are almost there, and then boom, we're done. So now, I believe it's in the performance test. There we go. Let's start it. Bam. Okay, let's let it load properly. And we start off right here. All right, here we go. What is it telling us? All right, so about 90 frames. Okay, in heavy combat, 75, 77. I have to stop narrating this. It's always going to be different. Okay, so in an intensive scene like that, around 70. 72. Maximum settings, by the way. This is very decent. So the highest it went was 96, and the lowest it went was 62 so far. Let's see how that changes. CPU temps are at 72, which is pretty good. Balanced preset again. Using 14 gigs of our RAM, 9 of our VRAM, 10 of our VRAM actually. Okay, so the lowest it has gone is 60 now. Not 62. I mean, yeah, I would never complain of this. And the benchmark is done, so here we are. About 73 average. Pretty solid. Now let's get into a game, which I don't know what it is, but as soon as I click start, we get into a game. Like, how many people play this? It's insane. All right. Let's enable the desktop audio, I guess. It's not fun to play a game like this with no audio. For you guys, I mean. I hear it.
You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
I usually play Psylocke. Where's Psylocke? Where is Psylocke? Am I blind? Why does everyone want to play Deadpool? Oh, Psylocke. Okay, there we go. Oh, wait a minute. There's no or whatever they're called in this game. Well, if it starts off all right, we'll stay like this. But if not, then I'll go Thor or something like that.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
I mean, this is super playable. However, if I were to play with the maximum quality, I would put balance or performance. I think performance. Yeah, alright, man. I usually play like with some of the lowest graphic settings possible, though.
The battle starts in 5.
Since it's a competitive game, I just don't care. I have not played in a bit. Whoa. Yeah. I would lower the settings just because of the delay. In a story game mode, you don't care, but in this you do. So I would do low, off, ultra. I would keep texture and mod. Yes, there. And it's not even that different, but you see the frames per second, and you go, oh wow, that's a lot.
Boom! No skill shot.
79 degrees Celsius. We are getting pretty warm, but that's our power profile, right? We're letting it go all the way up like that. It's normal.
What a difference.
Actually, I would even go on performance mode now just to see.
You're mine. Better stop that vehicle.
You're dead. Well, healer, thank you.
You stop them in their tracks.
This could be video if I don't plan it. No, he was almost dead. Oh man, wait, it's an 80 power mode. Yeah, performance, there we go. Let's see how high the temps go when we do that. Or if there's any difference in performance. Yeah, there's a little.
Willing to help?
Oh, you healed up. Hulk is like the diva from Overwatch, I guess. But I got my ult, which I need to execute correctly. I'm missing all my shots. I'm... There we go. Yep, there we go.
Stop them in their tracks.
Hope I make the cut.
Nope, why did I pressed E instead of shift? That how do I mess that up?
There's still a chance to stop them.
There we go.
And so your story ends. Double KO.
I do this mine.
How is she getting healed? Where was the healing?
Only 60 seconds left.
They got my number.
They hit a checkpoint. Now might be a good time to stop them. What a difference. Here they come now. Better stop that vehicle.
Are we still no tank? Yeah. Okay. Cool.
I am barely wounded.
Oh, it's true. I'm not shooting.
Looks like we got ourselves a party.
Stop them in their tracks.
Win it! Hey!
Got stunned. Oh, that was the ult. Okay, maybe not Thor, I guess.
There's still a chance to stop them.
I've been stunned.
That's the boost I needed.
Shields up.
Ay, ay, ay.
Disappear.
What an atrocious looking line. Is Magneto shoot? Yes, he does ranged attacks.
Your
Stop
attacks
them
are
in their
futile.
tracks. Vortex field.
Looky here.
Enemy located. Only 60 seconds left.
Judge, jury, executioner! Hope I make the cut! Full potential.
Down to 30 seconds.
30 seconds. Are we the ones attacking or defending? Oh, we're defending.
Hold the line.
Oh, so we're down to
Stop them
defend.
in their tracks.
Oh, win it, man! Hey, it's real hot.
The final 10 seconds.
I missed.
You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner. A little help, please.
Oh, I've been swallowed by a shark.
Not sure how we'll solve this without
Come on, get me out of here. Yeah.
another epic victory.
Another epic victory indeed. How did I do? 9 and 7. That's pretty bad. All right, good. Now that that's done, we're on Fedora now, and one thing I will say is KDE Plasma 6.6, making stuff really smooth. And what do I mean by smooth? Well, what I'm doing right now is called Overview, and before 6.6, it would always feel like 60 hertz when doing this, and it was horrible, but now it actually feels like it's using my 180 hertz monitor while doing it. Perfect. Let's get... Okay, here we go. We don't need... Yeah, good morning, sure. It's the afternoon for me, but okay. All right, are all the settings the same? Kinda. So we're gonna do, again, native FSR4, no path tracing whatsoever, but everything to the max. Let's run the benchmark. It should be the same. It really should be the same. Especially, I played Sons of the Forest all evening and night yesterday. Should be totally fine. In-game, top left, bam. Bam. There we go. Let's do this. All right. It's... Oh, man. It's close. You know... It's a little under. Just a little bit. Not by much, though. I mean, I think it's pretty much the same. It's a whole lot better than Mint. That's all I'll say. Yeah. It's... I mean, we'll see at the end, but it's the same. We'll have to see in the actual game. Okay, it's a little bit lower. Right? But it still looks decent. Now let's actually go in game and see how that translates. All right, yes. Let's continue.
Hey everyone, feels great to have
Yes, no, it doesn't. It doesn't feel great. Okay, here we go. And we're here, and it's averaging 38. And I think on Arch it was 40, which I mean, okay, fine. In the sky, it's a few frames difference, right? And it feels good, you know, unlike Mint, where it wasn't just lower, it felt more sluggish too. This is fine. When I shake a lot, oh, you see it went below 30 somewhere. I don't know where. Do I feel a difference with Arch? A little bit. Arch does have that slightly... It's slightly smoother, but the thing is, that's because we're on the highest things we can be. As soon as we put it on performance and that frame rates are higher, feels pretty much the same. Yeah, this is awesome, dude. It's 10 frames low. Okay, here's the thing, all right? It was at 89 on average on Arch, and now it's doing 70. Interesting. It's not as smooth as I thought. Is there something I'm missing here? Maybe not. It's maybe where I'm at. Oh, okay. Excuse you. Okay, so Arch still does do a little better. Actually, FPS numbers are a bit like Mint, a little higher than Mint, but they're a bit like it, but it doesn't like chop. It still plays super duper fine. Interesting. I'll have to try in other games. I'm curious to know now. Oh, I'm gonna die. Nope, I did not. Interesting. Bye-bye, dude. How did it hit him? Okay, whatever. Let's get out of here. Let's do Marvel Rivals next. Yep. Also, for games that have FSR4 natively, even if you're on an RDNA 3 card, what you can do in the launch options is Proton, FSR4, RDNA 3 upgrade equals 1, and then command. If you're not on RDNA 3 and on RDNA 4, I think you can do this, but I think at this point now games are it's supposed to just give it to you out of the box. But just in case, you can do that. Alright, let's stop wasting our time on Instagram Reels and let's actually do what I'm supposed to do, man. And as I say that, I instinctively go back on my phone. Wow, I am screwed. I'm cooked. Alright, we're skipping this, right? Yes. Okay, oh, it doesn't have to preload the shaders now. Interesting. All right, let's put the settings the exact same as we did. That was it, right? Native FSR4, everything to the max, yeah. Okay, performance test, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Come on, don't got time. Yeah, we do. We have all the time in the world. Okay. I remember, it was somewhere, I think max was 92, minimum was 60. Okay, so the minimum frames are already lower. Average is still 70. It's doing good. So now that I think about it, now I know the reason why Cyberpunk was running better on Arch. It's the same performance, it's just with the most recent 6.19 kernel that you can get on Arch. There's Mesa and AMD related improvements where it's supposed to give 30% better performance under ray tracing. And Fedora is on the 6.17, at least if you're using the stable kernel, which is why it doesn't have that 30% thing, but it's still really good, still solid. But Arch is always going to be a bit more on the bleeding edge newer side. That's just how it is. So yeah, average 70. It's almost the same though here. You see, no ray tracing here, and it's all pretty much the same. It went a little bit lower. It dipped a little bit lower sometimes, but pretty much the same. Let's get into a game. I'll start with highest settings, but with the performance preset, and then I'll go to my competitive quality settings. Well, competitive lowered graphic settings, right? Is that how? Okay, I don't know. Pick my hero or villain. Interesting. Okay, I was doing pretty good with Magneto, I think, but we've already got 3 healers. Let's try Magneto again. I'm still learning this game. I want to know what works with me, what doesn't. That's the point, right? That's the whole point. Okay, it's a different map, so it's hard to really compare side by side, right? Some are more demanding, others are less. Let's go with performance. I don't know if I could survive on ultra performance, but see, this feels absolutely smooth, buttery smooth. It's awesome. Yes. All right. Until the first time we die, we're gonna keep the high settings, and then we're gonna go to the low settings. Again, I'm not a pro in this game. I don't know how to properly play. I had my days, but not anymore. Thank you for healing me. Oh, we got destroyed right after though. Is this a bot or something? Oh, I was getting shot in the back. What's F for? I wonder. Probably to shield myself. Yes, it was. I'm dead. All right, let's blame it on the settings and change it. There we go. Yeah, it's so smooth. It's the same as Arch. It really is. It's not just about the gaming performance too. I'll talk about that at the end. There we go. I finally got a kill. Or an elimination, as my little sister would rather I say elimination instead of kill, I think. Like, I got eliminated there. Oh, wow. What is it, a thing? All right, let's try the thing. I'm not gonna like this character, I can tell. Oh, do I see potential? But no. Who would be good? What about Emma Frost? I've never tried Emma Frost before. Oh, I'm not gonna like that. No. Oh, no, let's try it. Okay, so when I do E, I go into melee mode, kind of. Let's go. Oh, maybe I do like Emma Frost. Hold on. Gotta be good at tracking with this character, I assume. Once again, it feels great. Yeah, it feels great. No complaints whatsoever. Oh, it's gonna keep going, huh? And the reason why I keep saying it like that is because I'm so used to Arch being the only distro I have like a really amazing time gaming with. That's not true. Pico OS was great. Nobara was great. I'll talk about Nobara a little later too. Yeah, I just like when a distro apart from Arch performs well. Wow, that's awesome. That was my ultimate dude. Okay, Doctor Strange is pretty fun. Wow. Ah, okay, nice. That's enough Doctor Strange, I think, for me. No one does range. What about Penny Parker? Yeah, that's ranged. Okay, we're good. I hate Penny Parker. All right, fair enough. Rogue, 5 stars. Oh boy. And did we lose? Yeah, we did. All right, that's fine. Y'all are done. All right, I see how it is. Let me leave. Let me leave. Let me leave. All right, now that we're done with that, what about the actual desktop experience? Well, I've been using KDE, and Fedora has a way of making everything just smoother and feel optimized. It's really fun. It really is. And not saying Arch isn't like that. It absolutely is. But for some people, the hassle of maintaining Arch and setting it up, even though it's easy with Arch install now, people are gonna appreciate this so much. And I mean, there's stuff, right? Like, it's missing multimedia codecs from the get-go. You have to install those yourself. But if you're willing to do that and get the other little things missing, it's super fun. It's super well optimized. And if you want everything to just work out of the box and don't have to look for those things, there's Nobara, which is based on Fedora itself as well, which is a very fun project. A lot of people love it. Oh, that's no. Apparently Nobara is a character from Jujutsu or something like that, which is a show. I'm getting into anime. I'm trying to learn more about it. So I started JJK. Okay, whatever. Anyway, very solid option as well. I covered it a little. Yep, it's fantastic. So performance in cases where, well, this is only in my use case. The 30% increase in ray tracing performance on Arch helped a lot in Cyberpunk, but in the other games, it was pretty much on par. So there you have it. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. Oh, show. All right, peace.